Hey everyone, welcome to The Explainer. I am so thrilled you're here today because we're going to uncover a massive, completely invisible shift happening literally right now in the senior living industry. It's totally flipping how families find care for their loved ones on its head. And honestly, if you're an operator or a marketer in this space, what we're talking about today is absolutely critical to your future. We're looking at the AI frontier in senior living search. And I promise you, by the time we wrap up, you're going to look at your entire digital strategy in a totally different way. Okay, so let's dive right in. Before we even touch the data, I want to give you a quick challenge. Seriously, if you're listening to this, I want you to literally hit pause for just a second. Grab your phone, open up an AI app like ChatGPT, Gemini, or Perplexity, and type this exact question into the prompt. What are the best memory care communities near? And then plug in your city. Go ahead, do it for your specific local market. Give it a sec to think, and just see what the AI spits back out at you. All right, look closely at that list of names and all those paragraphs of text that came back. Is your community actually in the answer? Take a real look. If you aren't seeing your community mentioned anywhere in that response, I really need you to sit with that for a second. Because what you just experienced right there on your screen, that's exactly what a rapidly growing chunk of your absolute highest intent prospective families are experiencing right now, way before they ever even try to search for your website. If you aren't in that AI's answer, well, to them, you basically don't exist. So why is this happening so incredibly fast? Well, 31.3. That number represents the 31.3% of Americans who are now using generative AI tools as a primary research channel for making major life decisions. Let that sink in. This isn't just some fringe group of tech nerds or early adopters anymore. We are talking about nearly a third of the country. They're turning to AI platforms to ask really complex questions and get direct, structured answers back instead of, scrolling endlessly through pages of blue links on a traditional search engine. Now, the absolutely crucial thing to understand here is why people are using AI for this specific, highly sensitive choice. Look, choosing a senior living community is hands down one of the most high-stakes, emotionally complex decisions a family is ever going to make. It's so overwhelming. There's guilt, there's confusion, there's just a mountain of medical and financial info to sift through. This is exactly the kind of overwhelming, deeply emotional choice that people naturally turn to AI to help structure. They want a conversation, they want guidance that sounds empathetic, and they want direct answers to their very real fears, completely free from all the typical marketing noise. And this brilliantly illustrates that this shift is absolutely not a passing tech trend. Top industry leaders are sounding the alarm big time. Senior Living Smart just published a piece on the convergence of search, specifically how SEO, generative engine optimization, and answer engine optimization are all colliding right now. They pointed out that communities only optimizing for Google, they're becoming completely invisible. Sage Age published at the exact same time, stating bluntly that search is just no longer limited to Google. And CCR Growth even calls this the next evolution of SEO. Traditional Google optimization all by itself is leaving amazing communities totally unseen by the modern family. Section 2, the daughter's journey and how families actually use AI to find care. Let's step out of the whole marketing mindset for a minute and step into the shoes of a daughter who just realized, maybe after a scary fall or a sudden diagnosis, that her parent can't live safely at home anymore. She's stressed, her time is incredibly limited, and she needs clear, reliable information right this second. So instead of hunting through broad search engines, she goes straight to ChatGPT and she types this exact question. Which memory care communities in my city are known for strong family communication? Look at how remarkably specific that is. She isn't just typing memory care near me. No, she's asking a deeply granular, highly emotional question based on her specific personal need, which right now is feeling connected to her mom or dad through strong communication. And when she hits enter, she gets a complete specific cited answer that names actual local communities. The absolutely crucial point here is why do certain communities show up in her answer while yours might not? Well, the communities that earn those AI citations, they didn't pay for placement. They appeared organically because their websites contain clear, structured, direct answers to the exact types of conversational questions she just asked. On the flip side, we have the invisible communities. These operators are still pouring their precious marketing budgets into paying for keyword rankings on outdated search channels that a growing percentage of families literally just don't use anymore. We see the problem, and we understand the shift in family behavior. So, Section 3, the action plan. Reclaiming your visibility in an AI-driven world.
Let's dive into this and walk through the exact steps you need to take right now to stop losing leads to the community right down the street. According to the incredible source material from silvercore.io, there's a clear three-step playbook operators need to adopt to get their visibility back. Step 1, test your AI visibility. Step 2, build conversational FAQ content. And step 3, add geographic and comparative specificity. It's a really structured, logical approach to making sure AI platforms understand exactly who you are, where you are, and what makes you the perfect choice for these families. So let's break down step 1, test your visibility. Because honestly, before you can fix the problem, you have to know exactly where your baseline is. I highly urge operators to sit down with your sales teams and figure out the top 5 family-relevant questions you get asked every single day. Take those exact conversational questions and run them through ChatGPT, then run them through Google's Gemini, and then Perplexity. You have to map out your current standing. If you aren't showing up for these specific questions your prospective families are definitely asking, well, you instantly know where the critical holes in your visibility are. Once you've found those gaps, you jump immediately to step 2. You've got to publish real, conversational questions with direct answers. Remember, AI models are basically reading the whole internet to find the best, most factual answers to serve up to users. If your website is just full of vague marketing fluff, the AI doesn't know what to do with it, so it literally just ignores it. The absolute key here is to build out FAQ content using the actual questions families ask and then provide real, direct, honest answers clearly on your public-facing website. And that takes us to step 3, which is how this builds into true local market dominance. Let's look at a highly specific prompt like, what's the difference between assisted living and memory care in my location? This highlights exactly why adding geographic specificity and direct comparison is a total game changer. Families aren't searching for abstract textbook definitions, right? They want to know what the difference is right down the street from their house. The community whose website directly answers these localized comparative questions is the community that the AI is going to confidently cite as the local authority. Bringing all 3 of these strategic steps together creates what silvercore.io expertly defines as your AI visibility infrastructure. And I absolutely love this definition because it focuses on the long game. It's a content strategy that actually compounds over time, earning your community organic, high-intent visibility on the exact platforms where families are making decisions right now. Unlike paying for ads where your visibility literally vanishes the second you turn off your budget, building this infrastructure means you are putting down permanent digital roots that continuously catch the attention of high-intent families. Which leads us perfectly to our final provocative thought for today. AI is already answering families' questions, but who is providing the answers? Is it you? Or is it your competitor who adapted just a little bit faster? Look, this conversation is happening right now, with or without you. If you want to find out exactly where your community stands in AI search for your local market and what it would take to build your presence there, I highly encourage you to visit silvercore.io or book a call directly through the notes provided with this explainer. Thank you so much for joining me today, taking the time to learn and grow, and I will see you on the next one.